All right, YouTube, we are back. We are back with an episode that I think you're going to like and you're going to want to know.
Behind the scenes
ideology
of hanging out with Seth Rollins. A lot to talk about today. We're basically just going to give a run through of the entire day. So our morning routine and his morning routine is the first place that we're going to start. Clearly there's a huge difference for us two dads that have like, I don't want to say real jobs, because he has a real job too, but like real people job other than like super famous people. We're up at, I'm up at 5:30, probably the latest every single day. Colin's up at like 1 o'clock in the morning, doesn't sleep at all. But Seth Rollins, when he is at home, he's basically getting up kind of whenever the kid kind of starts rolling around and make noise. You know, maybe 9, 10, I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, his day. Now, maybe this is due to some of his travel, and we spent the whole day with him. It was, but why this is difficult, why it was difficult to show it in the video and why we're doing this is because it was hanging out with another dude.
Right.
Another bro, another friend. We did not think about it any other way, so a lot of our footage wasn't great because it was us talking or there was loud music going on and his coffee shop had this sweet vibe or whatever. We just weren't able to get all the information.
And to clear up the air, Seth Rollins, we know him as Colby. We know him just as the dude that we used to work out with all the time and just like kick his ass in the gym, and he was just, you know, kind of jack dude, but like we would just work out with him all the time. So it's just kind of another day working out with Colby.
That's it. That's a good way to put it. And his morning routine, that you brought that up, it was very difficult for us because we didn't know when to eat. I've been up since 4:15. He's been up since 5, and we didn't even start the video. He took the whole day off work. We didn't even start the video and thinking about it until 9:30. We did not even start making the breakfast until 9:30 or at 9 or whatever. We didn't have the Alex, our camera guy, show up and meet us until then because he's like, guys, I don't get up before 9.
Right.
We've already been up for 5 hours.
So we tried our hardest to just like maintain this routine, but I'm sitting there at 6:30 and I'm just like twiddling my thumbs like, what do I do for 2 more hours or 3 more hours? Like it was very difficult actually. That was tough.
It was tough, and you know, I'm sure his routine from traveling and being on planes is much different than ours. Traveling is a different animal, a different animal totally. But his morning routine for me personally is not my favorite. I'll be honest. I'm always up early. Maybe if I could start sleeping in more, but for right now, it's not in the cards.
It's not an option. There's too much stuff to do, like packed into our normal day that we don't have that option.
What did you think about kind of moving through the day? When we first met him, the first thing we really did was get into his coffee shop, which we've been to, tons of times, to be honest. But I've never had his actual pre-workout drink. Yeah. What did you think of the 4 shots of espresso straight to the heart?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, no, Daddy.
Yeah, so Colby does a 1-in-1, basically, is what it's called. So it originally is supposed to be a double shot that's split. One is just an espresso. The other is made into a macchiato, and then there's some like bubbly water or whatever that, you know, you kind of utilize to help, you know, rinse your palate. I'm a huge fan of just straight espresso. I get it all the time. I love mixed like a miel or something where honey's mixed in there. It tastes really good. It's got milk or almond milk or whatever. I love that. But I do espresso shots all the time. So it kind of turned me on to something new. I'll be honest with you. Now, this guy, he doesn't drink hot coffee and he doesn't drink shots of espresso. No. I saw him guzzle that thing down though, or some of it.
I had to choke it down. I mean, the macchiato was like, I can do it. The just straight bitterness of the espresso, and you know, top 5 worst thing in the world, in just my own personal opinion, is sparkling water. Every time I have it, it immediately puts me back to throwing up all over everything I have in front of me. Like, it is horrendous. So like, 2 of my least favorite things to just drink straight were in front of me, and I had to drink them both straight. And you know, I worked my way through it, and Colby was a good guy, trying to you know, coach me into it a little bit. But I went back and got a iced meal.
He did.
Which
yeah,
was awesome.
He went back and got a specialty drink.
But hey, what'd you think about drinking coffee right before we worked out? Because we usually don't do that.
Never do that. Never, ever. It's different. I felt kind of almost little like jittery type deal kind of before. I usually don't like that feeling, especially doing CrossFit workouts. But that's also something we're going to talk about is the difference between what we typically do and kind of Colby's style of workout that he was doing. Totally different. So the way he did it, I think it's okay, doable that way.
For sure.
To have like a pre-workout.
Well, he even said what? He said anything less than 4 shots and I go to sleep.
Yeah.
He's like, I can go to sleep. He's like 5 and 6. He's like, I might start shaking a little bit, but he said 4 is the right number.
He did. And
so he knows his coffee.
He does.
This dude knows his coffee.
Yep. And there's a science behind drinking that 1-and-1, which again was at 392, they poured double shots, so it was actually a 2-and-2.
Yeah.
That's why it was like a quad shot. But there's a science behind the way that you have to drink it or you're supposed to drink it. And this man knew it to a T. So that was kind of cool to experience with him, I guess.
And they were so nice in there. They're attentive. Maybe because we were with like the dude who owns it all. I seriously, they were great. They were phenomenal.
Battery.
All right, quick battery swap. But just talking about how nice all the employees were, how attentive they were. They were on the money. The owner, one of the other owners. I don't know their dichotomy of how they make all that work. But he was Jay. I think it was Jay.
Yep, Jay. I think
he was super nice, and it was a
very welcoming.
Yeah, obviously we've been there before tons of times, so.
And it really wasn't too much different. I mean, that's typically what you see.
That's what you get.
Whether I'm with Colby or not. So that was pretty cool. I love it.
One thing that really threw me for a loop, and I'm not going to lie, probably the most part of his day that screwed with my day, aside from the waking up really early, is how he doesn't really eat all day long.
Yeah.
I try to save my calories, I get it, but I eat. All day
during the day, and this is actually the reason why we're making this video is because we had to talk about this because the meals. I mean, normally I smash a big breakfast and that's like 6:30 or 7 or something like that when I've been up for an hour or two
and already worked out.
So like my body wants some fuel, and then lunchtime too you want something big.
Yep.
So it was so tough to have like almost no calories by that time.
Correct. That was why we actually did this video, because What's up, girl?
What up, JoeP girl?
Hi, Dad.
Hi. Love you.
Hi.
Love you.
Good thing you got a jacket on. Maddox didn't have one today.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Love you.
You want to give him a kiss?
Yeah.
Come here, hurry up.
Give him a kiss.
All right. I love you.
Bye, Dad.
Bye.
Bye.
Say bye, Maddox's dad.
Bye, Max, Dad.
See ya.
What were we on?
I don't know. Cuteness overload.
For me, it was so difficult because typically we have sizable meals, but to get in the calories, and why we are actually doing this video is we messed up. We didn't actually live his day in the life because we were 1,300 calories short.
Yeah.
In the actual video, we're not going to lie to you guys. We're not going to ever do. I mean, look at our 10K challenge. We're not going to lie.
No.
We're 1,300 calories short, and I did eat more at night, but I didn't even think about filming it.
Yeah, and if it's not on video on something like this of like living that life, we weren't going to count it, even though we did eat food kind of in between the video being on and off, and like
we
at
had
night,
a cookie at 392.
Had a cookie, and little things like that. But that's not going to add up to those extra 1,300 calories that we're kind of missing or somewhere around there. So we had to make this video literally for you guys to know like we kind of messed up on that one.
Yeah, we didn't technically live the perfect day in the life, even though I think we probably would have ended up somewhere around 3K because I ate 2 things of Halo Top at night. I swear to God, I'm starving. I'm so hungry. We didn't eat any food. I was so hungry. We were only at 1,600 calories, and we were overestimating, I think.
Right.
Through 7 o'clock, what was it, 6:30 at night? Whatever it was.
About that.
So really, his schedule really threw me for a massive loop.
I think it kind of threw him for a loop, though. He had a previous WWE celebrity hop into a talk. I guess he kind of either ran into him or texted him or something the night before.
Sacco Mick Foley?
Yeah.
Mick Foley.
Sacco. Yeah, Mick Foley. So, actually, when I was growing up, I used to watch this dude, and Colby was telling us all about his name, and I'm like, Mick Foley. I don't remember who that is. immediately when I saw this guy, I was like, this is Sacco.
Sacco,
That's
yeah.
Sacco, the guy with the sock on his hand that was, whatever. But yeah, the dude came and talked for like 9 hours in the middle of the day.
He talked a long time.
Yeah, you could tell everyone was a little like,
Oh, what time? But I mean,
So,
someone
but
who's
yeah.
in the Hall of Fame, as famous as he is, you're just gonna let him go.
for
That's
sure.
the way it is.
You don't cut that guy off.
But either way, it threw the day for a loop.
It did.
It added an extra 2 hours to a day no one thought they were gonna have added to them.
Exactly. Okay, so the next portion of our day is the workout that we did, and his style of working out, he does the Dead Boy Fitness, is completely different than what we have done in the past. I mean, before, what we do, as you probably know, a lot of CrossFit stuff of like a heavy strength, do it as heavy as you possibly can to try to build some strength or whatever, and then you're hitting just this absolutely body-destroying workout, and like...
I think it's more intentional, what we were used to as far as that goes.
Correct.
Like, intentional, compartmentalized, I
Yes.
guess.
Yeah, and that's just what we're used to, right? It almost felt like, and I don't know, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but what do you think about like what he was trying to do with these workouts, or what he was trying to maintain, or whatever? I mean, what do you think? How his style kind of reflects where he's at?
In my own opinion, he's simply trying to maintain the fitness he has, but still hit everything you'd want to do in an hour.
Yeah.
That's why everything was timed. That's why everything was just boom, 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 boom. But it was completely 100% full body.
Yeah, it was.
100%.
And honestly, I kind of liked it. Just for me personally, I'm kind of staging out of the competition scene. I kind of just...
Staging out? Mother trucker, you out.
I'm done. I'm done with it.
You out.
So it was kind of nice because it's like 1 hour, you hit a strength piece, you hit upper body, you hit some lower body, you hit a workout, you hit a second workout. So that was cool. I'm not going to do it all the time, but I'll probably actually incorporate something like that, maybe a couple times a week, because I personally liked it.
Yeah, I liked it too. I obviously going to be training for an Ironman, so I'm not going to do it. But I actually really enjoyed it for probably when I'm done, as far as hitting it something a little bit more close. Now, obviously, I just jump into class, and that does it well for me.
Yeah. Dude, we hit some heavy snatches, though.
We did hit some heavy snatches. I haven't snatched that much in a year.
I haven't snatched over like 95 pounds in forever.
You 4-rep 205. Couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my god, this sucks. A heavy power snatch for us back in the day was 205.
Right. So that was actually I was impressed with myself.
I'll be honest. Yeah, that was good.
We did a good job there.
We did do a good job.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now finally getting into Colby's nightly routine. Now remember, he's at home, he's chilling, he's kind of on vacation while he's at home, because his home is kind of away from home. He's on the road all the time, which would be ridiculously difficult.
Yeah.
But when he gets home, he likes to eat almost all of his calories. Right. He likes to chill out, and he likes to have a couple beers. This is where Colby's day, for us, we almost didn't make the video.
Yeah, we almost spit one of his favorite beers out. I mean, I
don't want to say it's one of his favorite, but favorite types.
His favorite types of beers, yeah. So he told us, hey, I typically either drink a sour or some type of IPA. Ugh, that was the feeling in my body. Ooh. It was the same as when Colin was like, I have to drink an espresso, a hot coffee, and some bubbly water. Yeah. That was mine when he was like, yeah, we got to drink an IPA. I was like, I don't want to do that. But we did it. We had one of each. We had to quickly transition to a Coors Light, of course. But
a couple things that I do want to talk about. We did talk about this in the video, but I think it's worth mentioning again. Is just the dude's attitude.
I don't think I'm ever going to forget that specific situation at the gym. That was probably one of the coolest down-to-earth things I've ever seen a famous person do. I mean, you would never see a Rich Froning do that. You would never see, kind of higher big-name athletes do something like that, in my opinion. The dude is in his own gym, working out after hours when the class or his Black and Brave is supposed to be done. This guy is just struggle busting, working out in the corner and looking like death. And we're about to start this workout.
I mean, remember, at this point in time, not to interrupt, but Colby's already 2.5 hours past his normal time of working out because Sacco decided to talk forever.
Exactly. And so he's already behind. If it was anybody else, I feel like they would just be like, all right, let's hurry up, let's get started. Grabs the remote and would just start the workout. He goes over to this guy, dying in the corner of his gym. Yep. He's like, hey, are you on the clock? And the guy was like, oh, Seth Rollins, I was on the clock, but you could change. He's like, oh, don't worry about it. Hey, guys, we're going to start on the next minute. You cool with that?
Yep.
Sweet. Yeah, let's do it. So he changed his entire schedule around for
sure.
this one just average Joe guy. And, like, you can't teach that.
Nope.
That's awesome.
That's just Midwestern Iowa. That's just the kind of stuff you get when you come
Let's
back
go.
home. It really is. And
That's cool.
To see that was just unbelievable. And it was everybody. I mean, he's holding the door for people. He's letting us take our coffees first. He's like, no, you guys get yours.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just to be as famous as he is and to be at the top level you're ever going to be at in something that, I mean, we never even were able to reach. It is unbelievple.
Yeah,
Just
Colby,
unbelievable.
you get an A. Put a big
He does.
A right there.
You get an A for that. You get an F for your beers. And the amount of money and just time
Gives
and stuff he gives
back.
back to the community with I mean coffee shops and Black and Brave wrestlers and
Yep.
giving these kids an actual chance, something to wake up for. That's a big deal.
Well, he even said it too. Because we asked him, we're like, is there any other wrestling schools or wrestling gyms that have like an active superstar that goes and just like
That's
will
not
talk?
just trying to make money.
Exactly. And he's like, nope, I'm pretty much the only one. He shows up, whatever it was, once a week or once every
Yeah.
other week or whatever. But he's always there and just showing his face and working out with them and doing cool stuff. So that's unparalleled,
and
man.
he with the two guys that he's been with forever that still run it, which is awesome. That started in his backyard with him, but he still is. He still makes up the programming. He still helps these guys out. I mean, he's actively there. It's 100% legit. Yeah. All right, guys. So that is going to finish us out for this CLM. We wanted to get this in because we thought it was important just to tie up some odds and ends of the video and obviously tell you guys. We technically didn't eat the correct amount of calories, and when you add it up, you're going to realize that we're 1,300 calories short.
Right.
And we didn't want to lie, and we felt bad about it. So we decided to just throw it into a CLM. If you guys got anything out of this, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Also, why don't you guys throw a comment down? What's your favorite Seth Rollins match of all time? For me, when he cash that money in the bank, you're going to see us just getting it in the video.
Yes.
But that's my favorite. Still brings a smile to my face.
Boom.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Do we need beers?
Yeah.
Is the live mic on?
Mike's on too.
Okay. Ooh. It's been a while since we've sat here.
That's good. It's a good feeling to be back in here.
Why would anybody want to taste a sour beer? I'm like, what is going? They make these? Like
They
huh?
make them. I think they might make them just specifically for Colby. I don't know.